What is going on, everybody? It is me again. It is HorrorFan34, and welcome to another video, and welcome to day 26 of the 31 Days of Horror Challenge in October. Now that we are on day 26 of the challenge, I figured I'd talk about another creature movie that maybe many people probably don't even know about. And I think it's a pretty solid one, too, if I say so myself. And whenever I think of like creature feature films that I feel like are underrated, I always think this is like one of them. And like I said, it's a creature film that not many people talk about at all, and it's a pretty solid one. And that review is going to be on Creature. It's been sleeping peacefully on a moon of Saturn for 2,000 centuries until now. And yes, this is the Vinegar Syndrome release with the slipcover. Here's the original poster. So, but yeah, Creature, 1985. Directed by William Malone. Now, this is the same guy that would later go on to direct the remake of House on Haunted Hill, which I also really like. So definitely a pretty decent director. I say my personal favorite of the two is House on Haunted Hill, because I really do think that is one of the more underrated horror remakes. But I still think this is a very solid creature feature movie. Now, it's a pretty basic idea. Basically, it's in the future, and there's like a crew on a spaceship that goes on a mission to Saturn, and like on Titan, which is a moon of Saturn, and basically there's a creature living in there that's been sleeping for over, like they said, for 2,000 centuries, and then one thing leads to another. The creature ends up waking up, and basically it's an alien creature pretty much, and basically it starts to take these people out one by one, and that's pretty much the idea of Creature. Now, first off, the cast does a great job. They got a pretty good cast together for this film. They got, what's his name? I want to get his name right. I don't want to mess up his name. Stan Evar from the TV show The Little House on the Prairie. He's the main star of this film. And some other cool people in the cast. You have Lyman Ward, who was he was in the very beginning of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles as the guy speaking in the meeting with Steve Martin. He was also Ferris Bueller's dad in Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and he was in Mikey, the Killer Kid movie. He was the principal in that. So definitely a good character actor who's been in a lot. Also in the cast, you also have Wendy Schaal. I think I'd say Wendy Scholl. Wendy Schaal. She was Bruce Dern's wife in The Burbs, and she's been in a lot of other stuff as well. But I mainly remember her from The Burbs as the wife of the neighbor, Bruce Dern. Also in the film as well, you also have Klaus Kinski, the late great Klaus Kinski, Diane Salinger, Simone herself from Pee Wee's Big Adventure, and of course the Penguin's mother. The Penguin's mother in Batman Returns in the very beginning. So definitely a very good cast they got together for this film. And what also makes the film very solid is the look of the creature. I really do like the way the creature looks. You can kind of see like it's like kind of like a shadow with the teeth and everything. It's a very good looking creature design. And I want to get who did the creature design for this. I want to see who did like the effects and everything. The LA Effects Group, which is the special visual effects that they've done. I think they did a good job on the effects of the film. And what I also think it really makes this film work too is the atmosphere. I do think this film does have a pretty good atmosphere, because I like the whole setting on Saturn, because it gives me vibes of like aliens, like that sort of like thing. It's not like wall to wall action. It's not like Aliens. So it was like this is kind of like more in the vein of the original Alien, where it's kind of more of a sort of an atmospheric horror vibe rather than a sci-fi action vibe like Aliens is. And that's not a bad thing. I mean, if you're taking a page out of the book from the original Alien, I think you're doing something right. And the cast also makes it really work too. And the musical score is also really well done by Thomas Chase and Stephen Rucker. I think they did a good job on the score. And if you like creature feature movies and you want to see kind of more of an unknown one, I think this is definitely one that's worth a look. If you like some of the cast in here, it was cool to see like Lyman Ward, Diane Salinger, Klaus Kinski, and I think William Malone did a pretty decent job directing the film. And overall, it's a very entertaining, creature feature movie. Not much more I can say about the film. So, that's pretty much it for my review for Creature. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys next time.